What's up, guys? I'm not trying to make this a regular thing, but I have to cut my hair and I want to vlog at the same time. I'm also shirtless because I don't want to get hair all over my brand new Star Wars Japanese shirt, which I got from Old Navy this weekend. Anyway, just really quick, I want to talk about this. This is a viewer response for Trish. Gosh, she did one on interracial dating, which is something I'm very experienced in. I've dated my fair share of black girls, my fair share of white girls, my one Asian girl, no Hispanics. I wanted to, but it didn't happen. Just a little bit of everything. And I've experienced some extreme ignorance in my day. And one of those most ignorant moments was when I was dating a girl for 7 months. I liked her a lot. She was awesome. I was awesome. Like, we had a good time together. I was very caring. I was the nicest guy she ever dated, or so she told me. She was super sweet and nice, and like everything just worked. Our personalities meshed. She got my sense of humor. We took care of each other, and there was no reason at all for us to break up, except for the fact that she was white and from Indiana, and her stepfather was a bigot and obviously a racist. I went to go visit her for the first time over the summer, and he gave me the silent treatment. He refused to talk to me. He didn't give me the respect that you give dogs. He would not talk to me while I was in his house. Now, her mom was awesome. She had an aunt that was awesome. She had a brother that was awesome. But she had another brother that was a self-described hick that also was very against us being together. Her grandfather decided that as long as she was dating me, he would not talk to his granddaughter. And that tore her apart. So because of that, she broke up with me. And it sucked. Like, it was probably one of the most painful breakups I ever had. In part because it wasn't because of anything that either one of us did, and the fact that we still liked each other when we broke up. Like, imagine that. Like, you're in love with this person, and they're awesome. They didn't do anything wrong. I didn't hit her. I didn't fight with her. We didn't have any fights. You know, everything was like going really, really well in our relationship. Except for the fact that I was black and that her parents couldn't accept that. And her reasoning was more so not because she was racist, but more so because she felt like she couldn't be with somebody that ruined her fairy tale dream of, you know, having a guy that everybody in her family liked. Which is kind of sad because I still feel like if they would have got to know me, they would have liked me. And I kind of pushed for that. I said, you know, if you really like want to, you know, stand up and do something that's right. Sorry, I'm looking for something. If you want to do what's right, you would stay with me and show them that that's just racist. Like, these are people that claim to be Christians. And that hurt even more because it's like, dude, you're telling me that you love Jesus, but you can't love me. Like, you can love a murderer, you can forgive all these other people, but you can't love me because I'm attracted to your daughter and I happen to be of African descent. It's one of the most effed up things on the planet. And I just feel like anybody that's like racist in this day and age just doesn't get it. Like, it's wrong. It's just flat out wrong. And in Trish's case, in her video, she was talking about these two girls who pretty much went in. They were black girls, and they were saying how, like, oh my God, I can't believe that she's with this black guy, you know, at this restaurant. Oh, these are the ones we have problems with. These are the ones that are taking our men. And let me just let these girls know something. You don't have any men. There are millions of black people on this planet. Millions of black men. You can't take all the black men. There are black men for everybody. Everybody can get a black man. You get a black man, you get a black man, you get a black man. There is no way for like a couple of white girls, a couple of Hispanic girls, a couple of Asian girls to take all the black men. Now, I've heard the rant before about, oh, they're taking our good black men. Truth is, the quote-unquote good black men are the black men that you didn't want in the first place. The hood girls don't want the men that were, you know, the quote-unquote good black men at the time. Like, we got ignored too. And later after college, that gets changed, you know, and people will figure out that the good black men are the ones that actually take care of stuff and aren't being hood and now run the street. But it is what it is. My point is, there's good black men for everybody, and I can't, you know, like really defend anybody that's out there and say, oh man, my man a dog, I wish I was with a good black man. You know, that is what it is. But at the end of the day, get over yourself, because it's not really about those black men rejecting you or black women as a whole. They're rejecting ghetto women. They're rejecting extra hood women. Like, they're not trying to be with somebody that's getting all ignorant about a black man being with a white woman, a sensible black woman, or sensible person in general. Is gonna look at an interracial couple and go, oh, that's a couple, that's cool, whatever, you know, you do what you do. I'm gonna get me some, you know, I'm gonna get my own thing later, you know. That's all you gotta think about. But no, the hood logic jumps in and they're like, oh my God, they with this man. I can't believe that. I can't have that. Why? Because they don't want me because I'm a black strong woman, blah, blah, blah. It ain't even about being strong. My wife is one of the strongest women I know, and she's 100% white. She comes from Iowa, yo. It's just ignorance. Pure, plain, and simple. And that's all I want to say. So if you out here and you're racist right now, well, first of all, if you're racist and you're following me, do me a favor, unsubscribe, because I don't get down with racists at all in any shape or form, and I don't really care. So if you're racist, get up off my page. But other than that, you know, it's just straight ignorance and stupidity to be racist in this day and age. The only reason that things are harder for people in interracial relationships is because you make them harder. You know, like I heard the argument, oh, you know, your life's gonna be a little bit harder if you're with him, or if you guys have kids. The only reason that happens is because people like you still exist. And it's getting better every day. I mean, I'm not even mad about it because it's just flat out ignorance. But at the same time, I just want to say to anybody that's holding this flame and is mad because black men are with white women or whatever the situation, please understand that it's more about personality than anything else. And odds are, if you are racist, I probably didn't want you in the first place. In fact, let me put you on this. This is a girl I used to work with, and she used to get mad about it. And it is what it is. And she was always, you know, going on about it. And I'm like, gee, I even asked her one day, would you date me? Do you want to date me? Do you want me? Do you? And she said no. And I was like, exactly, so what's your problem? So I got friends that might want you. Okay, well, let me meet them. But I didn't meet them. I met Danielle first, and that's what it is. You know? Like, you going on about this stuff about a dude you don't even want. You probably looking at me like, man, you look weird. You have that birthmark in your head. Blah, 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 blah. I'm also bleeding. Sorry. But, I mean, that's all I wanted to say. I didn't want to get on here and make this a big thing. So, what do you think about interracial dating? You know, all that stuff. And what's your stance? Because to me, it's just straight ignorance to not be in support of anybody that's in love.